So PayPal just woke up and chose violence on Kenyans. Hey, we are permanently limiting your account. You can no longer use PayPal. Where? Sasa masharp boys na masharp girls mtakuwa mnatumia nini sasa? Anyway, what exactly is happening with PayPal? A few days ago, a good percentage of Kenyans woke up to the email telling them that their PayPal had either been restricted, limited, or in some cases, permanently disabled. Now this news left a lot of people's money hanging. I've seen a lot of people complaining that they cannot access their money. Watu wanataka kutoa pesa yao. Umefanya kazi, we ni freelancer, we ni digital marketer, we ni social media manager. Kazi yenye tu unafanya online. You know, in the cases of masharp boys where maybe umefanya mambo yako huko online na unataka kutoa pesa yako, but unfortunately, you cannot do so. Now, this issue with PayPal was quite frustrating to a lot of people because it was unexpected news. Like, hakuna mtu alikuwa na expect ati PayPal wataamua tu siku moja like, hey, wafunge accounts. Nobody expected that. Otherwise, kama tungejua, most of us would have withdrawn their money. So today I'm going to talk about why PayPal is restricting Kenyans, what to do if your account was limited or disabled, and then finally I'm going to provide you with some good PayPal alternatives that you can use instead of PayPal. Now, the crazy thing about this whole PayPal problem is that it's coming just a few days after I talked about the FBI coming into Kenya or intensifying their presence in the country. In that video, I talked about how masharp boys na masharp girls use PayPal to move their money. And kwa hiyo video nakumbuka vizuri sana nikisema like, be very careful with your PayPal account. Kama mtu amekuja amekuomba PayPal yako, anataka kutumia PayPal yako, I talked about you being very careful. Usipatiane PayPal yako to anybody, hata kama ni beshte yako. Don't do that. Now, a few days later after I posted that video, PayPal now comes and shuts down so many accounts. So, the big question here is, are these two issues related? The FBI coming into the country and PayPal now shutting down so many accounts. Could these two issues be related? I mean, a few days ago, FBI comes into the country, I talk about this news, and then a couple of days later, PayPal now shuts down accounts. So honestly, according to me, I think these two issues could actually be related because you cannot tell me that, you know, FBI wamekuja Kenya juzi, PayPal tena wamefunga account a few days later. There could be something there. So personally, I don't think that this could be just a mere coincidence. I think the US government is very serious about controlling the illegal activities that Kenyans are doing online. Tunajua vizuri sana that masharp boys huku nje wanafanya so many illegal activities, especially in the online space. Kuna hii mambo ya student loans kama FAFSA, kuna tax refunds. Alafu in addition to that, kuna carding, kuna scamming, and many other things. Now let's put those things aside for now. Yo mambo yenye masharp boys wanafanya, wacha kwanza tuweke kando. And let us focus on something else. Another angle to look at this whole PayPal issue. We already know that PayPal is working very hard to become a bank. You know, they have made the applications. I think they did that in December. And because of that, maybe they want to clean up things before they can achieve that kind of status. And that's why probably they are cleaning things up by restricting accounts that could actually damage their reputation. As I said before, masharp boys wamekuwa wakitumia PayPal as their main mode of transaction. And that's why probably tunaonanga watu wakibuy and sell PayPal accounts. We already know that happens. Like tunajua watu wanauzanga na kubuy PayPal accounts, people rent their PayPal accounts to sharp boys. Yeah, na zinatumiwa for illegal activities. Like, that is not news. Like, hizi ni vitu zina happen. So, if PayPal is serious about becoming an actual bank, then they cannot allow such things to happen on their platform. And for this reason, they have to be more strict when it comes to things like anti-money laundering laws, know your customer requirements, and fraud prevention measures. Unfortunately, our country, you know, our good, amazing country has become a very good hub for illegal online activities. And the funny thing is that they call themselves all these fancy words, you know, sharp boys. And the popularization of this word will only make things worse because saizi kila mtu anataka kuwa sharp boy. Young people right now, they believe in quick money. Like wanajua they can make very quick and easy money online. Hatai kuchoka sana. Hawataki kusumbuka na maboss and everything, and that's why online scamming becomes a very good and lucrative opportunity for them. Now, if you add the lifestyle of these sharp boys, you know, the cars, the fancy lifestyle, the nice houses, the nice apartments, you know, the nice life that these guys are living, like this thing looks very lucrative. Like watu wanataka kujoin, watu wanataka kujua how to scam. Kila mtu saizi anataka hiyo gari mzuri, hiyo lifestyle mzuri. They want it very quick, they want it very fast, they want it right now. Wanataka saizi. Ukimwambia mtu maybe you can get that in 10 years, ako like mimi nataka saizi, mimi nataka hii kitu saizi, nataka hiyo gari, nataka hiyo GLE saizi. So scamming becomes a very lucrative opportunity for a lot of people. So once people start seeing some of these weird transactions, people sharing accounts, IP addresses being changed, VPNs being used to access their platform, multiple accounts linked together, and unusual money movements, once they start seeing some of these things, they have to put a red flag on our country, which is very unfortunate. And that's why we are seeing a lot of restrictions, account reviews, and more verification requests. Now, the unfortunate thing about this whole PayPal problem is that it affects everybody. Like, hata kama unafanya vitu legit, you end up being affected because our country has this red flag. Like, tushaekewa red flag, tumeambiwa watu wa hii country wanafanyanga mambo fishy, so we have to be very careful with them. And for that reason, mimi najua a lot of freelancers, a lot of graphic designers, video editors, content creators, watu wanafanya legit online jobs, remote work, online businesses, like wamekuwa affected na this whole PayPal problem. And that's a very big problem because when people like us who do legit online business are in a country whose reputation has been damaged by our sharp boys and the illegal things that they are doing, it doesn't matter whether you are trying to earn an honest living online. Kila mtu anapigwa na hii kitu. So honestly, this whole sharp boys thing is damaging our reputation as a country, and it will only continue to be like this. I don't think there is a time that PayPal itaamka iseme niaje, wacha sasa tulegeze kamba kwa watu, wacha tuache kuwasumbua sana. I don't think PayPal will ever do that. Actually, I think things will get even worse for us. Itafika mahali tuanze kuitishwa documents zingine zenye itakuwa ni ngumu kupata. But anyway, wacha niache kucomplain sana about this whole thing. Watu wanafanya mambo yao, we cannot do anything as people. Itabidi mtu focus na shughuli yake. Wewe unataka kufanya mambo illegal, mwingine anataka kufanya mambo legit, itabidi tu tungangane, kila mtu ngangane na side yake. But what is the solution? What is the solution for this whole PayPal problem? So if your PayPal account was limited, there are a few things that you can do. The first thing that I would recommend you do is you head over to paypal.com/resolution center. Once you get there, most of the times PayPal will tell you what your problem is and what they need from you. So if they need your ID, if they need your proof of address, just provide those documents. Now when it comes to your ID, you can give that very easily, but kuna kuanga na shida ya kupata proof of address, like a good proof of address. The quickest way to get your proof of address in Kenya is to reach out to your bank and tell them to provide you with a bank statement that contains your proof of address. Most top banks in the country already know that people do online stuff. They know that people do online jobs. They know that people do online businesses. For that reason, they are always willing to help you to get your proof of address. So just do that. Reach out to your bank, tell them to give you a bank statement with the proof of address, and they should be able to give you that in just a few hours. If you've provided your documents to PayPal and still your account is limited, the next thing that you can try to do is to contact their support. This method actually works. As long as you are doing legit online businesses, legit online jobs, this will work very well. This is a method that you need to try as soon as possible. Like, this one works. Hii nayo huwa inafanya kazi vizuri. This is something that I've personally done. I had an issue with PayPal some time back. I gave them a call and within a few hours my PayPal problem was fixed. So this method works very well. So you should try it as soon as possible. You might not know this, but PayPal has very good customer service. Like, it's one of the best customer services out there. So try to give them a call. Make sure you're talking to a real human being, and you might be lucky. You might be lucky to find somebody who is willing to help you out. So give them a call. So how do you get PayPal's number? The best way to do this is to head over to their help center and then go down to other ways to contact their support. You will find the callers button. Just click on it and you will see their number there. Remember to have enough airtime when you're making that call. You don't want to be calling and then calling katike during the call. So make sure that you have around, I think a good amount could be maybe 500 to 1,000 shillings of airtime. It's a good investment, bearing in mind that maybe wamefungia $200, $500, $1,000. So it's a good investment to use that 1,000 shillings as airtime to give them a call. So try that method. It should give you some good direction. If they're not able to help you, you'll know why your account was limited. If they help you, then you can access your money right away. Now, if you've tried all the methods and you still cannot get your PayPal account, there are two things here. So maybe they told you to wait for a certain amount of days to access your money. If they told you to do that, just wait for it. There is nothing else that you can do. If you've tried calling them maybe to try and get your money quicker, if you've tried that method and they still told you to wait, just wait. On this other side, if your PayPal is limited completely, like it is 100% disabled, you cannot access your PayPal account, you cannot use PayPal anymore, this could be time for you to consider alternatives. And actually, I feel like it's important for people to look at alternatives even when your PayPal is working just well. The amazing thing is that there are so many good alternatives out there. I don't know why people get crazy over PayPal. I know PayPal is recognized worldwide. If you tell your client that use PayPal, they know PayPal, but there are very good alternatives out there that you can actually have a better experience even than PayPal. So which are some of these PayPal alternatives to consider? At number 1, we have Payoneer. This is probably one of the closest alternatives to PayPal that you can use. In fact, a lot of writers, social media managers, video editors, graphic designers, so many people who do legit online businesses already use Payoneer as their primary mode of receiving payments. One thing I like about Payoneer is that so many international platforms already support it. So if you're working with global clients, you can be sure that they already know about Payoneer and they will have no issue using that platform to send you your money. So if you're into online jobs, online businesses, Payoneer is something that I would recommend you use as your first alternative to PayPal. At number 2, we have Wise. This platform has become quite popular, especially among remote workers. Wise allows you to receive and transfer money internationally, and many people love this platform for their transparent fees. So if you have clients abroad and are looking for a good payment provider, Wise can be a great alternative for you. At number 3, we have Skrill. This is a platform that personally I use on a regular basis. I love Skrill. I just love Skrill. It's allowed on so many platforms. In fact, a lot of people, especially in Africa, have used Skrill longer than they have used PayPal. Skrill allows you to send and receive money internationally and can be a very good alternative to have just in case. Next up, we have Paystack. This is one that a lot of you guys I know probably don't know about, but Paystack is becoming a very popular payment provider, especially in Africa. Depending on the business model that you have, Paystack can be a great solution for you. So let's say you're selling products online, or maybe services, coaching, consultation, or running any kind of online business. Paystack can be able to support your business just like PayPal. And finally on my list, we have crypto wallets. We all know about crypto. Everybody knows about crypto. Clients know about crypto. So I don't think they will have an issue paying you via crypto. And the good thing about crypto is that you can get paid and even hold. Many freelancers, remote workers, and online entrepreneurs are already using crypto wallets to receive money from their international clients. But of course, crypto is a bit tricky, it's a bit complicated. So if you don't know about crypto, maybe you've never used crypto, learn about it. Learn about how to get good wallets. Those are some good PayPal alternatives that you can check out. It is very important to do your due diligence before using any of these platforms. Learn about them, understand them, and see whether you can introduce them into your business. Now, before I end this video, as always, let us look at some of the things that you guys had to say, or people had to say about this whole PayPal situation. So kuna huyu hapa anasema same situation, $100. So apparently nakani kama watu wengi wamekuwa affected by this whole PayPal problem, which is very sad. It's very sad if people cannot access their money, especially if you made it legally. So kuna huyu hapa ni Sharp Boy anasema, Sharp Boy, sasa tunataka Snapchat za 2017. Snapchat za 2017 mnatumia kufanya shughuli gani? Sharp Boys mnapeleka zila basaraka. Snapchat 2017. Sawa. Sharp Boys jamani, si mtulie kidogo, mrelax kidogo. Snapchat 2017. Anyway, wacha tuendelee. Kuna huyu mwingine hapa anasema Sharp Girls ni masaa yenyu kunaswa. Obviously huyu sasa anaongelelea Cheryl. Anaitwa Cheryl Gabriela. Kuna huyu at least amepeana some good advice. Amesema tell her to contact PayPal support. Yeah, actually that's the best thing. As I said, despite everything that they do, I would say that PayPal has one of the best customer services, like kwa hizi online platforms. They have a very good customer service, so you can give them a call, reach out to them. They are always willing to help. As long as you are doing legit business, they are always willing to help. So contact support and see what happens. Kama umekuwa affected, reach out to their customer service and see kama utasaidika. Finally, we have this comment hapa, huyu anasema she has no option but to wait for the 6 months. Yeah, which is true. Like you know, kama account yako imekuwa hold, you have to wait for the time that they give you, especially kama if you tried to call them and they were not able to help you. Just wait for the 6 months. As long as pesa yako iko, just wait, which is good. Like, you know, if your PayPal is on hold, it's actually a good thing, because that means that PayPal wants to continue working with you. You know, hajaona kama uko na red flags mbaya sana. Yeah, so you just wait for the 6 months and then you verify your account. Kama you've not verified, make sure everything is up to par. Make sure you've done the correct thing. Make sure you're doing legit business as always. Yeah, and you should have no issues with them later on. Anyways, that's it for this video. PayPal wamefanya mambo yao. What are you saying? Unasemaje? Were you affected? Was your account affected by this whole PayPal problem? Ama do you still have your PayPal account? And for those guys that use other alternatives, like, tell us, what alternatives do you use apart from PayPal? So anyway, that's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one.